There are 3 different ways of creating cost transactions on jobs within OpenPoint. We can create them within a specific job, to multiple jobs through the bulk entry option, or to multiple jobs through the bulk import option. Let's take a very quick look at each of these options. First of all, we'll go into a specific work order, and we're going to focus on the labor cost transaction, although there are many different types of transactions within OpenPoint. We'll go into labor, click the orange plus sign, and create one simple transaction for our example here. We can see the transaction we just created with the blue bar here. Enter a transaction reference and date if desired, and click Save. Our transaction's been saved, and if we needed to enter a labor transaction to another work order, we would select that work order off the list here and go ahead and proceed, do the same thing we just did. Now let's look at the second option. This is to go through the bulk entry option. We can do the generic transactions, which gives us access to outside costs, reimbursements, those sorts of transactions, or we can go into labor transactions, which we're doing for our example. Again, click the orange plus sign, create new. This time I know what my code is, so I'll just enter it. I do have to enter a work order number here. Oops. Typically, you're entering an actual job labor cost, and we'll say done. We wanted to do another transaction on a different work order, we can do that here. We're finished with our batch. We can enter a reference and a date if desired, and click on Save, and that has been saved. Now the third option is also through the bulk entry, but here we would want to import the transactions from an Excel template. To do that, we first need to run the report. I've entered bulk in my search here so that I can select this job transaction bulk entry report. This is going to give us the template that we'll need for that entry. And here it is. You can see many tabs across the bottom. Today we're focusing on labor transactions. I've taken the liberty to already fill out one of these forms, but you can get the idea here that we can create multiple transactions on any number of work orders that we might like. You can use the Excel copy and paste, which can be very handy in any of these columns. Once you've filled out your hours, your cost, all of the information on here, you grab the title row and all of the detailed transactions, and we will copy, come into OpenPoint, into Jobs, Labor Transactions. This time we're going to click the orange plus and say Import, and here, as it tells us, we're going to do Control V to paste the information in. Click Import. It tells us 4 transactions have been imported. We can review them, enter a transaction reference, date, and save.